This is Jimmy.
Nuclear launch detected.
Right on.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remaster. Today, it's gonna be Light and ZeLoT. What the heck? Incredible match, I'm sure, from RJB. Top right, it's gonna be Light, maybe the best consistent Terran player of the last 20 years. And in the bottom left, it is ZeLoT, who does weird stuff, man, aggressive stuff. He goes Guardians against Terran players, and sometimes he even wins with Guardians against Terran players, man. So, we're going to see Guardians today? I don't know if there are Guardians. I probably put them in the thumbnail to attract viewers, and you already know, but I don't know, because I don't watch these in advance. So, going to be a Patreon game for those of you who are supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for Tier 1, which is $1 a month. Appreciate you and love you if you're out there. Get to see it a week before anybody else, a month before anybody else. My goodness, if you're watching this the week of February the 15th, then yeah, you're a patron. And if you're watching this in March 2026, then you're a regular viewer. Subscribe and hit that like button if you haven't already, and if you have, I appreciate ya. And again, if you're supporting me monetarily any way other than Patreon, like being a member here on the channel by clicking the join button down below, appreciate you and love you as well. Any way you're supporting the channel, man. Monetarily, by liking, by sharing on social media, all that stuff helps a lot. So, we have an Overlord scouting up the top left side here. Okay, very, very good. Excellent stuff here from the Overlord. Not going to find any Terran, but he's giving it his best, and that's what matters. And scouting to the bottom right is this Overlord. So again, cross-spawn scouting with an Overlord against a Terran player is a bad idea. There is going to be a hatch first. Was that like a 9 hatch? What the heck? That was a really fast hatch. That was not a 12 hatch. I can tell you that much. Or an 11 hatch either. Those drones came in before the hatch, or after the hatch went down. I guess it's close enough, but whatever. It's going to be a hatch first. Maybe a little bit faster than usual. Again, we're talking about ZeLoT here. We expect weird, aggressive stuff from ZeLoT. His name is synonymous with weird, aggressive stuff. If you're watching a ZeLoT game and you're not expecting him to be aggressively weird in some way, I don't know what to tell you. So, coming on to scout the bottom right. What do we got? What do we got? The answer is nothing. No Zerg down here. Steve, the SCV, sadly to say. Overlord scouting. Yeah, that's right. This is where a lot of battles happen between Terran and Zerg, and Protoss and Zerg as well. Ramp leading up, wide ramp. Taking an expansion here. Ugh. Kind of a hard thing to do here on Polypoid. So, hatch coming up, gas coming up. Hatch not quite done. We've got a spawning pool here. Everything's A-okay. This says, okay, that was a hatch. First timing on that hatch. Very, very good. Gas is done. Pool is done. Into a lair immediately, so it's probably Mutalisks. So we're going to move out, right? We're going to go ahead and take down this drone. Oh, drone, get out of there. Oh, he got away with his life. Excellent stuff there, drone. It's like the Overlords are not doing what I need to do. We send out a drone, right? So I know where the Terran player is. There's no reason for 2 Marines to defend anything but where the Terran player is. We didn't see any buildings, but we know they're there. So we're going to go 2 racks here into gas. It's going to be an SK Terran opening. Going to be at least a timing push of some kind. And is there going to be a third base from ZeLoT? I think everybody says, yeah, of course there's going to be a third base. That's what we do. And the answer is ZeLoT does not get a third base most of the time on the games that I cast. So we will see SCV scouting, seeing the creep at the front here. A safety creep, man, because you don't know if it's going to be a factory. You did not see any buildings. So if it's a factory opening and a vulture shows up and you don't have a sunken, you're dead. So forcing a sunken out of the Zerg player when there is no need for a sunken, that's a win for Light. Overlord, check in places. Oh, look. It's an advertisement for, what is that? Sons of Korhal? Sons of Korhal is a dead organization, man. Why I guess it's an old ad. It's an old advertisement, right? Look, when you find a billboard for something like Yoo-Hoo, you can remember Yoo-Hoo? Again, you're statistically a 35 to 45-year-old dude, so you probably remember Yoo-Hoo from when you were a kid. I believe Yoo-Hoo is featured prominently in the movie A Few Good Men, with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson as Aspire comes in from ZeLoT. It is like a chocolate milk drink that is sold in bottles, which is really kind of a weird concept, but again, they managed to get some product placement in one of the best movies of the last 100 years, and so they probably won that fight. And they didn't win because they're dead, but I'm sure they got an increase in sales because of that movie, and then they went out of business. Anyway, We got an engineering bay for upgrades. Not a fast +1 or anything, but Stim's on the way here. Just going to be defending. There's the third hatch. Okay, third hatch for 5 minutes. Second creep coming in. Marines on the way. Medics here too. I like what we're seeing. Spire finishing up. 2 Sunkens to deal with. This many Marines is fine. If there were like 4 more Marines, probably want a third Sunken. Actually, getting an evolution chip up there to buy time for the Sunken to finish. Oh, third. That's a cancel on the third. All right. That's it. That's a win. Actually, he canceled and hid the drone. Then comes back around and replants it. Okay, hold on. This could be a win. Oh, for ZeLoT, but he's not taking it. He's using the money on Mutalisks. He's making 8 Mutas instead of retaking that third. But look at this. Marines went home, did not actually kill the drone. They got a cancel on the hatch, which is a win. And usually I say if you get a kill or a cancel on the third base of your Zerg opponent, you win the game as a Terran every time. But I'm not sure if this counts. I'm not entirely sure if this counts, dude. Look at that. There's the hatch. It's delayed. But it wasn't a kill. It was a cancel. The Mutas ready to rock. +1 attack on the way, and obviously not done yet. So we've got 7. We've got 8. We've got 8 Mutalisks. Turrets inside the natural base. Turrets inside the main base. Turrets protecting the barracks. 9 Mutas. More and more Mutalisks happening here. SCV says, do you have a base here? And Marine's like, oh, you do have a base. Yeah, this is just hard. Muta stacking is tough. Nice job. If you can kill a medic, though, that is, I mean, worth its weight in gold there. You can afford to lose a Muta if you kill a couple of medics. Cost for cost there. Medics are not free. They cost gas, man. Anything that costs gas in StarCraft is a not free unit, right? ZeLoT's pretty free. Vulture's pretty free. Ling's pretty free. But gas is hard to come by in StarCraft by design. There's a full stack of 11. We're so far away from having the +1 attack. So far away. He's like, please don't kill my very wounded Mutalisk. I would appreciate it. Didn't kill the very... Nope, still hasn't killed the very wounded Mutalisk. All right. We're killing healthy Mutalisks somehow. Marines doing what they do. Yeah. All right, this is pretty good. We're losing Mutas a little bit here, but there's 1 medic remaining. Marines without medics are just bad, right? StarCraft 1, the history of StarCraft 1 before Brood War was about 6 months, but every Terran player who played during that time has PTSD from remembering what it was like to play Marines without medics. It was the worst thing in the world. And there are medics here, but man, it's getting close. +1 attack still not done. We're just, you know, we're just doing what we do here, which is kill turrets, kill SCVs, lose Mutas at an alarming rate too, I guess. And take a lot of more missile turret shots for absolutely no reason. These are all injured. That's why they're back here. Actually, they're not. But we're going to, yeah, leave the wounded ones back. We're going to move in. So this is like Soma levels of commitment to Mutalisks here. He's just making Mutas. He is just winning this thing with Mutas. And this is where Valkyries would be very good. This is where you recognize the commitment to Mutalisks from your Zerg opponent. And you say, you know what? Oh, also Polypoid. No, not happening there. There's not an armory, though, is the problem. So maybe we're just going... Yeah, just trying to get a Radiate out. Valkyrie, no. Irradiate, yes. Hydrodan on the way. We're not going all the Mutalisks. I've seen Soma beat Light with nothing but Mutas and Lings. The +1 attack is done. They are just taking down Marines for free here. The 4 turrets at the natural are really a problem, though. Yeah, okay. Ow. Ow. Super ow. Extra ow with cheese. Oh, like 12 Mutalisks have died so far, if not more than that. No sign of going for the Greater Spire and turning these into Guardians, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it past ZeLoT to do that. So, there's a scan. And doesn't really see much with that. Another scan. I think he's just trying to see where their Mutas are. No, there's a scan. 1, 2, 3. sees Evolution Chamber, sees Hydroden, sees no sign of a hive at 10 minutes and says, okay, got a good grasp of what's happening here. But, yeah, wait. What the science oh, he canceled the science facility that was being built there. This one's paused. Dude, ZeLoT is crushing into Light's natural base. I said that. Now he's falling back for some reason. Got 11 Mutalisks. Again, that's a full stack because an Overlord is in the control group. We can't see it, but he's there. He's helping the stack happen. It's a method to stack up your Mutos so they're on top of each other like this because they're way better when they're stacked. And all their DPS comes out at the same time. Okay, Science Facility does finish. But it's on fire, and it's burning down, and he wants it so bad, and he gets it! Ho, ho, ho! ZeLoT, the poorly named Zerg player, is delaying the production. Well, Science Vessels, yes. Irradiate, no. You need the Science Facility to make Irradiate a thing, to research it. Dude, this is crazy. Factory over the turret. Doesn't keep that one alive. Doesn't keep that one alive either. Or that one. Look at this. He is getting missile turrets underneath the factories. SCV count is 45 for Light. Lesser Terran players die to this. Lesser Terran players take enough shots. Look at how injured these Mutalisks are. Enough kills on the SCVs. They drop down below 20, and then they just GG out because they can't think of a way to win the game. Which, you know, fair enough. He is sending in a pretty injured Mutastack here. SCVs are dying, but yeah, 44 SCVs. Light is replacing the SCVs in an incredible fashion here. This is why. Oh, Irradiate's on the way. He has another science facility somewhere. Where? Oh, he rebuilt one over here. He's getting Irradiate now. So it's delayed, but it will be here. Okay, now what it's going to come down to here. Oh, I wish I could see the number of dead Marines in this game because it is a lot of dead Marines. Look at him being like, well, this is mostly healthy Mutalisks in this flock. Oh, there's one. Yeah. He's doing what he can with a very injured group of Mutalisks. Some are healthy, a lot are not. I'm just buying time for these lurkers to come in, dude. If we can contain with the lurkers and keep the Muta pressure coming, like I said, pressure builds. 36 drones. Got a drone on the way. Oh, there's the Irradiate. Split. Not a good split. Oh, the lurkers die. They take some Marines with them, yeah. But uh-oh, suddenly on full retreat. Quick. High ground, Sunkens, quick. Mutas, assist. Can you snipe the science vessels? No, okay, that's fine. Why are there 3 Sloverlords here? That seems entirely unnecessary. Okay, well, lurkers being constructed and morphed in the middle of the map here. There's an Irradiate. No split. Okay, well, you know, it's good to see situations where Zerg players don't split perfectly because a lot of the games that I cash, the split is perfect, and you're like, well, that's easy. Why do Zerg players struggle with splitting? Okay, this shows how hard it is. Okay, lurkers just fighting them, though, I guess. Wow, Light is not afraid of lurkers at all. Okay, maybe now. These ones, yes. 5 are very scary. They have a Carapace upgrade. The Marines casually at 1-1, getting a +2 attack back home, too. 3 bases. Macro hatches. 38 drones to 44 SCVs. 3rd base under construction now by Light. Now by Light? No? Okie doke. Fair enough. The Irradiates are good, man. It is 112 to 65 supply. ZeLoT's dead. I'm looking at this guy. Look, lurkers are good, but without the support of Lings or Hydras or Dark Swarm especially, the lurkers are just not as good. Sunkens are very good with the lurkers too, but the Irradiates, oh, burrow in, 1 spine off, dead. All 3 of those lurkers are radiated. Boy, ZeLoT was like, but I killed your science facility. How do you have Irradiates? Well, he built another one real fast. He knew how important it was going to be, and he was right. Man, Light, to weather that kind of a storm, right? To weather that kind of a storm in that way and then come back and win like this, it's just, yeah, Hydras are not meant to fight straight up against Marines with Stim. And No. Just not. Nope. Irradiate, probably unnecessary. Yeah. I mean, lurkering on the ramp is a good trick. Always a good trick. I think you can bust down 2 Sunkens, man. Oh, there's no lurkers here at all. Yeah, GG, we're done. We're done. Yep. Larva, GG's out, and Light gets the win. What a bloodbath. Like, what a ridiculous bloodbath there. I mean, we're talking about a fantastic showing from Light. What else do we expect from Light, though? ZeLoT got his pound of flesh, right? He killed a ton of turrets, a ton of SCVs. He killed an entire science facility. He killed medics. He was out there doing work, man. But then eventually the irradiates came out. The splits were not good. The lurkers were unsupported by anything other than themselves and their friends who are also lurkers, and it did not go well. It didn't go well for them at the end of the day. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about here. Is lurkers by themselves? No. Lurkers with Sunkens, lurkers with Hydras, lurkers with Lings, lurkers especially with the Dark Storm, very, very good. But yeah, Light. A lot of SCVs died, but when I kept looking up, he had 45 SCVs. He's got 49 now. He's doing great. He's having the best time of his life. He gets the win against ZeLoT, despite the aggression of ZeLoT. These are how a lot of ZeLoT's games go, is he is aggressive as all get out, but he can't quite seal the deal. And if you can't kill somebody with kind of an all-in play like this, it's not going to work out for you. It's never going to work out for you. All right. Well, that was fun. That was definitely fun. And guess what else? That's going to be it from me. But I guess we could check out the final score. Let's do that for a Patreon cast of the week. Kind of get into the end game there a little bit early. 89,000 to 71,000 points in favor of Light. He outproduced the Zerg player. He got out killed by the Zerg player, but again, these are mutas dying and these are Marines dying. The cost here is just not equivalent. 10 buildings razed, turrets, science facilities, big. The outspend by the Zerg player was something. It was 11,000 resources, 9,000. Wait, 1,000. What am I talking about here? 900 resources in 15 minutes? No, not going to work out at all. That's not going to be it. Light's economy was good. His ability to defend was good enough, and he wins. So, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.